So I have another question from another one of my um, followers online. So he sent me this message on WhatsApp, and this one says, um, "Hello, the monk. I appreciate all you have been doing for us, the Peugeot owners. I have a Peugeot 407 which have served me so well, and I want to upgrade to Peugeot 508 in bracket the first model. I believe he meant the first generation. That's 2010 to 2013. Yeah. Okay, so I continues. Please, what's the maintenance cost of the 508 like? Um, Peugeot 548, that's the first generation, 2010 to late 2013. Since you've owned the Peugeot 407 and now you want to sell it, from what I can understand from the message, you want to to sell and buy the 508. The maintenance cost is not really that much. Well, I'm saying in terms of the usual wear and tear, right? It's not that much. Because I know a lot of people might be saying, what am I talking about? Do you know how much a Tokumbo engine costs for the Peugeot 508? Because I know the engine in 407, you won't find any of them in the Peugeot 508. Peugeot 508 have different petrol engines that none were used in Peugeot 407. Unlike identical or similar engine in 407 and 406. So 508 was completely different. So yes, if you are talking about changing your engine 508 or buying a 508 petrol engine in 508 compared to the one in 407, of course the 508 costs very, very high in Nigeria. I'm talking the used engines, but not those so high, because I know there are some 508 that were produced with VTI 120. Those VTI 120, the common engines you find in Peugeot 308 and some Peugeot 207. So that's the last I replaced that engine for a customer a few months ago. I remember I bought it about 250,000 naira. I don't know the conversion in euro or US dollars. So it's not really that expensive. However, if you're not going for the turbocharged one, for now it's expensive. But see the point I'm trying to make. I've never touched or had to work on any of my Peugeot cars' engine. Currently with me, I've never touched any of them or even the 545, what's it called? The gasket, the slave pasting, not the pasting, the sleeve gasket failed. So, and for me to change it, I had to remove the top. So that's the only major work I know I could do. I've done on it, which I had to change the gasket. Other than that, it's still the same engine. So you're not buying a car to replace the engine tomorrow. If you the type that maintains car very well. So the idea of replacing your engine shouldn't even come up. What you should be talking about is the maintenance. The maintenance costs are, like wearable parts, the brake pad, the brake disc, the fueling. Yeah, fueling of the car also is considered as maintenance cost. The fueling, just stuff. I may not remember all of them often. So those are the things we'll be working. And personally, they are not that high compared to the 407. For example, the 407 V6 shock absorbers even cost more than that of 508. Trust me. Ask anybody. Go to the supermarket and ask. Peugeot 508 first generation shock absorbers, how much are the new one? Then what about the Peugeot 407 VC shock absorbers, the new one, the original new one, how much? Compare the original, you see, it's like the difference is that high, as very wide. So in that case, the 407 suspension or cost of maintaining the suspension parts costs higher than that of 508. It's only when where I will now say the 508 will cost more is especially the turbocharged engine, the ones with THP engines. If you don't adhere to instruction by using wrong engine oil, it will fail. The turbochargers will fail. In fact, you always be having issue with turbochargers, will be failing every now and then. And those turbochargers, last time I asked, the original one is about 300 and something thousand. So it's not something you should mess with, right? You can also, I know there are used ones one can buy, and when they fail, rather than buy original new one. But use this use, you can't compare it to new one. It may serve you for now. So the cost of maintenance to me is not something that should scare you away. If you let me put it this way, if you could own a Peugeot 407 and use it for a long time, maintain it very well without abusing it, and it serves you very well, there you can own and maintain a Peugeot 508. The only difference is the purchase cost, because the 508 is newer than the 407. So of course, it's normal that when a car is newer, it tend to cost higher. So buying a Peugeot 508 will cost more than buying a Peugeot 407. I'm talking about second-hand, used ones. So that's where the difference will be there. But once you can acquire it and it becomes yours, maintenance, you don't have any problem. Even the engine oil costs almost the same. Yes, I've done videos on the recommended engine oil, especially the one available in Nigeria. I've done a video, it's a good alternative. I've done about 2 videos on that. The one I can remember very well is the Peugeot RCZ review.
Okay, let's correct, let's pay.
So you can watch that video. You hear where I talk about the recommended engine oil for THP engine, which is the engine in the RCZ, similar engine in Peugeot 508 and the rest. So there is available. The cost of changing the oil is basically the same with the one in Peugeot 407. Forgetting that people buy fake oil, not fake oil per se, but the wrong oil because they are cheaper. For example, total was 9,000 W40 is almost the same price with that recommended oil for the THP engine, and they also meant to last you for at least 1 year. So I don't know. Cost of maintenance basically the same. Yeah, it will cost higher, but not much. If you use it very well, like I said, you hardly have all those parts failing. Oxygen sensors, I think it's almost the same with the 407. Almost the same with EW. It's fine. The last time I did diagnosis on Peugeot 508, it has, I can remember the oxygen sensor, the upstream is almost the same length with that of V6 407, I think. Even if it's not the same, it will be almost close to. The length will not be that much, talking about the cable. So, means that it can serve. Likewise, okay, I think the catalytic converter, Peugeot 508, for now costs higher. I remember somebody that ordered his own from Pan, Nigeria, Kaduna. How much? 100 and something or thereabout. At least that one is available compared to the 407 that I'm not even sure the new one is available. Because I know, like for example, the Peugeot 406 is about 70 something or thereabout catalytic converters. So you can use your car for 100 or 200,000 kilometers and your catalytic converter will still be okay. My own 406 V6 is over 200,000 kilometers, almost 20 years now, or being 19 years old. and it's still running on the same catalytic converter. So that's why I say there are some things that shouldn't worry you, even though yeah they're expensive, but doesn't mean when you are buying a car you will be considering those things. All you should be talking about, how can you use the vehicle so that those parts will not fail, those parts that cost very high will not fail. The body parts, I can't really say for sure how much the difference, the margin, between 407 and 508. But I want to believe the 508 body parts will cost more. But somebody that buys such cars, if you're buying 508, you should know that you shouldn't be rough on the road. You have to be driving like a tortoise. I'm talking about inside still, so that people will not come and bash you. Other than that, maybe it could even be, you'll be surprised. You can know how much 407 headlight costs very high. Even the rear lights, I've bought it for someone before from Pan. I know how much it costs. So you'll be surprised that it may even 407 may be higher, may cost higher or close to the 508. Or 508 may cost higher, but not that much from 407. So yeah, the body parts of 508 is expected to be high or maybe the same. What I'm saying is generally I run diagnosis, done one or two few repairs on Peugeot 508, and I can tell you I don't see any much difference. The major issue with all the ones I've been working on are seeing people experiencing are the turbocharge issues. And I've already mentioned why those turbochargers fail. So all you need to do. So if you want to buy it, personally, just go ahead and buy it. Don't even delay. Look for a very good one. Personally, I would prefer a turbocharged one than the VTR 120, the one that is not turbocharged. That one, 120 horsepower on a 508. Even on a 308, the power, I really don't feel it that much like something I would want to own. Not to think of a heavier car like 508 driving it with that 120 HP. So we'd rather go for a turbocharged ones that has at least minimum of 150 HP, 165, 150 something, So I think I've answered your question. So Ken at 351 signing off.